Hey guys, how's it going? It's going good, you know? Nah, just kidding you guys. Hey, welcome back to Beltran. I'm your host, Beltran, and today I'll show you guys how to do the laser minus 2 with the heat vision. Just yeah, and it looks like something like this. So this is what we have, and that looks pretty damn good. And before we get into the tutorial, I just wanted to let you guys know my mic was off in the process of recording After Effects, so I did a voiceover. So we'll see how that goes. Alright guys, so here we are in After Effects, and just before I get started, I'm gonna let you guys know that I put the mic in mute, so it wasn't recording anything I was saying while I was doing the tutorial. So now I have to go back into the editing software and just kind of do a voiceover and try to see what I could remember. But okay, so here I think I'm just describing, getting this clean plate of myself and whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish when it comes to the laser eyes. Here I am going into the tracking, track motion, and I'm going to do one for each here. So first I'm going to start with the right eye. Go ahead and play it forward up until the point wherever it is that you want the lasers to stop. For me it's there. And we're going to go over here and go to layer, go to new object, and I don't know why it's not showing, but you go ahead into layer, new object, no object. Go ahead and put edit target, make sure that it goes on to no 5. I mean, for you guys it might be no 1, but for me it's no 5 because I already have plenty of other nulls as I'm showing it here. And then you want to go ahead and apply that. The second thing is I'm going to go ahead again, and I believe I'm going to track my left eye. Yep. So go ahead and track the left eye. You do the same thing as the right eye as I did. Track it up until the point where you would like. Go ahead and edit target, and then apply. So now that we have both eyes tracked, we can go on and go ahead and hit G on your keyboard, or you can just go up to the pen tool up here, then just create a mask around your eye, the first eye for me. So make sure that your layer is highlighted down there. For me it's the right eye. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and click the eye watch right here next to my layer, that way I can see what's going on now. And I believe here, okay, so I'm doing what did I do here? Oh, okay, so I did a second layer for the left eye, a new solid white for the left eye. Click the eyeball so I can see around my eye, and then click it back on. That way I could see what's going on. And I did it roughly about 1 pixels for each eye, just because I'm far away from the camera. Alright, and I think for here, if I can remember, I might have parented them. Yep, so parented the left eye to the left eye null, and the right eye to the right eye null. That way everything's fluid and goes with the motion of my eyes. I believe the next thing here that I would do is create a glow for one of these. I'm sorry guys, I didn't realize that I had my mic on mute, and I'm not going to go back and explain everything again, because I think this was a pretty good tutorial. So please bear with me. Oh, okay, I know what I did. So I went into each eye for me was a left eye. I clicked on the mask expansion, clicked on the stopwatch, and just went in time to where my eyes would be most glowing. For me, it was this point here. Right here, I just remember that I'm creating a new mask path, which I'm not supposed to. But what I want to do is do the mask expansion, which I'll figure it out right now. So do not follow this right here. But the mask expansion, what happens is it just pretty much, it is what it is. It just expands as you go forward in time or backwards in time. And the reason why I wanted to do this was because I wanted the energy of my eye coming from the pupil and outwards to my eye. And let's see when my dummy realizes that I'm not supposed to be working with the mask path right there. See, nothing's happening. So please guys, do not move the points of your mask. Just go ahead and press Ctrl Z if you messed up in anything. There it is. So now I click the mask expansion, went a few frames back, and then I went down by the mask expansion, and I lowered it down or raised it down. Oops. There we go. Yeah, lowered it down to, in my, it's -7 pixels. Now your guys' doesn't have to be like this. It depends on your video quality. For me, it's very zoomed in. I'm up to very close and personal to the pixels, so that's why I'm going, just a few pixels down. For you guys, it might be maybe 10 pixels, 20 pixels. It depends on your guys' footage. And I know, of course, I'm gonna have to do this to the right eye as well. And you guys can just go ahead and skip ahead. I'm doing this because I have to see what I did, but maybe I might just end up cropping it. You guys don't have to worry about me talking in this time. So yeah, I'm going back to the right eye glow now, and I'm doing the same thing. Mask expansion, few frames back until this appears, and I'm using the left eye as my guide. So right about there, and I'm doing the same thing with the pixels, going back maybe -10, if that's what I remember, or -7. Yeah, so now everything's fluid and they're both going, they're both glowing at the same time. So now we have this. I'm just gonna go ahead and click that. Mask disappeared. I don't know what it's called. That way I can see what I'm working with. All right, and that looks good for now. Yeah. So now we're gonna add some color to this. And I know that I'm going to go to the glow settings, I believe, for each eye. I'm gonna go to my effects and presets panel right here on the right side. Type in glow. And I'm just gonna go ahead and drag that to my left eye. Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out how to take out the data from the tracking, and I was just having a hard time. So whatever, I just zoomed in. If you guys know how, comment in the commentary section of YouTube below. The first thing I want to do here, so I can have my own colors, is go into glow colors, and instead of original colors, I'm going to go A and B colors. So now the only thing I'm going to change is the black to red. That way I get red, and this is, so you can get that Man of Steel heat vision. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for the right eye. Right eye glow. Glow. All right. And I think I go ahead and skip. I would skip a little bit more because I'm going to be talking about how much glow you guys can, I mean, it's up to you guys, whatever your style is. So right here, I think I'm playing around with the threshold and intensity, and you guys can go ahead and do that too. But for my like, I don't like it to go too bright because then it looks like my eyes are just popping out. I want there to be some kind of volume and dimension. So I'm just going to go ahead and just keep it the way it is. So I'm just showing you here, but I'm going to go back to the default settings when I added the glow for each eye. Same thing here for the right eye. And it's 60. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and keep it there. All right. All right, there it is. Just give me 1 second here, guys. All right, so now that we have these layers finished, I believe the next thing is I'm going to start adding some lasers into this bad boy. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to the point in time where my lasers would be, you know, bursting out of my eye sockets and whatnot. I don't know what's really taking so long, but we will see. You guys can just skip ahead. I think I'm just going to end up cutting this. Maybe, don't know. Okay, yeah, so I'll go ahead and go to layer, new, solid. I don't know why exactly it's not showing, you know, my path, but if you guys missed that, it's layer, new, solid, and it's a white solid. Oh, actually, no, I messed up. Oh, okay, so I'm not doing that yet. Sorry, guys. I was describing how you guys can add a glow around the eyes, but because, you know, the setting here in the environment that I'm in, it's already very bright. So I don't need to add glow around my eyes, and I personally don't really like it. I like to see the detail again and depth and whatnot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep that. So you guys don't have to follow along. I'm just gonna end up cutting that. Or maybe no, I'm just gonna like keep it there for those of you who would like to take that information in and use it for something else. But for those who already know, you can just go ahead and skip in time, maybe 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Yeah, so I didn't go ahead and do the glow. But anyways, I think right here I'm talking about how it's bright here. Oh, this is so hard. I would be frustrated if I were you guys. Okay, so here I'm going to adding the saber into the effects and presets. The saber is something you can get from Video Copilot. .net. It's totally free, and it's a plugin that you just go right straight into After Effects. You go to layer, new solid, make sure that the solid is black. I don't know why it doesn't show. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so it's I can see the mouse is trying to, yeah. All right, so what I did here was I just add a new solid and make sure it was black solid and make it composition size. It should be fairly easy when you go ahead and add a new solid. So anyways, here I'm into Saber, and I'm going ahead into the effects and presets, which you can see here. And they have a variety of different presets like electric, it depends on your footage. If you're doing Harry Potter, you can do a Patronus. which they have here. You can do fire, and right here I'm looking through, I know which one I used before in the previous comp. Now it doesn't show, I don't know why, it says, oh my god, it's annoying. I need to figure that out. But right here, as my cursor is going down, up and down, it's because there's a window that pops up right when you go into the presets, into the burning. I'm choosing burning from the preset, or was it fire? Yeah, I think I chose fire for this one, just because I like the whole fractal noise going on right there as I'm explaining. Wow, timed it right. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go down here to where it says blend mode, and I'm gonna go ahead and do I know for sure it's going to be screen. Now if you guys don't have this, you go down below your layers panel. It doesn't show, that's so weird. Right here I'm just hovering around, but you pretty much press this button here that says toggle, you know, and it should pop up either this mode or this mode. Oh, this is so frustrating. But anyways, I did screen for the solid, the black solid, and I named it right eye laser. And that way it can blend in into my scene without losing its true shape and colors. And here, I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, that's right. I had stopped here. You guys can just go ahead and, you know, go ahead 10-15 seconds. My dog was making a bunch of loud noise or something. Anyways, yeah, I'm back. So anyways, you grab this and you move it towards where you want it to be. To the point in time in which your lasers, you know, shoot out of your eyes. And I'm gonna go ahead and press on, I believe I do press on W on the keyboard, which is rotate. They should probably call it rotate. But anyways, oh, right here I was checking to make sure where the flames started. Where was the core end and core start of the saber preset. And I'm making a 3D layer. I'm toggling down between modes. So I'm going, you know, first I'm going to shape it there. Right into my right eye. Oh, and right here you see how the flame energy is going towards my eye. So I don't want that, so I'm going to go ahead and press W on the keyboard to rotate this the other way, 180 degrees, and then there it is. So now it's shooting out of my eyeballs. All right, and that's where the lasers begin to burst out. And the next thing we're going to do here, I believe, is to turn it into a 3D layer by hitting the cube right there. Oh, okay, so then here I parented it to my right eye just so I wouldn't lose it anymore. There it is. So I click the cube. And now we're just gonna go ahead and fix this to where it looks believable to its scene and to its angle. So right about there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I know I'm going to scale this out a bit. So just going outwards. And I think that's fine there. And again, guys, I just want to remind you guys that you guys can just go ahead when I'm not talking, where it doesn't seem relevant to your skills and knowledge in After Effects, just go ahead and YouTube does a good deal of how to show a little preview window to where it is that you want to go on the timeline of the video. Okay, so here I'm going down to the Saber preset, going to customize core, bring down its assets, and I'm going to I'm going into the start size and end size of the core, so that it looks like that when the energy shot out, there's a more heavier and larger size to the end of the Saber core. So right here I'm going to using the end size, and I'm scaling it up, and then the start size I brought it down to 73. That way there is a difference between where the power is being shot out from. So it's bigger towards the end and thinner towards the towards my eyes. And I'm going here to the core start and core end, and this is just pretty much going to show the animation. And because it is going to be shooting out of my eyes, I'm going to the core end first, and I'm clicking the stopwatch clicking the stopwatch on the core end and bringing it down just a bit, I believe, to where it's not showing, going a few frames forward and bringing it all out. So maybe 3 to 5 frames forward, depends on your scene. And yeah, just fixing it towards my eyes. Yeah, that looks good. So what's happening there is I'm getting it so it starts out from my eyes and just shooting out. And that you can always just mess around with the core start and core end. Make sure you guys click on the stopwatch to where you want it to begin and bring it down so where it doesn't show, and then going a few frames forward, 3 to 5, and just expanding it, the core end. Okay, so right here I was just trying to get rid of the opacity of the eye glow. So I'm going a few frames, just about where I'm about to close my eyes. So as soon as I start closing my eyes, I'm going to the core start of my Saber, and I'm going to be shooting them outwards instead now. And right here, I think I'm just trying to, there it is, click the stopwatch. Yeah, so click the stopwatch when my eyes are closed, and I'm going to be scaling it out till it gets out of frame. You guys can just go into the I just lost my train of thought. It was to the offset. You guys can just use those markers. And then I'm just bringing it back to where my eyes are just right before they close. I'm bringing it back to my eyes. So that way it looks like. I don't know what I was. So right here I'm explaining how you could still see the glow of the eyes because I have not turned down the opacity on that. just yet. I will be, but I just want to show how the lasers look right now. And I know that it's rendering pretty slow because I remember that first of all I was playing it in full, which I should have been playing it in half. And then in my preview window, I'll let you guys know once I get there. I'll start talking about that. Anyways, here you can see the lasers are shooting out. And then towards the end, they go out because I'm closing my eyes, so the energy is stopping. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I think right here I was already bothered by how slow it was playing. Okay, so right here I went ahead and did Control D to duplicate the laser, right eye laser, so I can match it to my left eye. And the only difference is I'm just going to rename it left eye laser, and I'm parenting it to the left eye null. Yeah, there we go. That way I don't have to repeat the process of the laser and doing the start size and end size, and you know. Alright, and that looks pretty good. Okay, so I went to go ahead and highlighted both of the lasers, and I pressed T for opacity, so that just before I'm about to exhale these lasers out of my eyes, the opacity, or they're not there when I'm not, letting go. So click the stopwatch for both. In the point of where they're about to come out, and then go ahead and do a frame back and bring them down to 0. And then when you play them back, they're not there anymore. And I think I'm doing this, yeah, I'm doing the same thing towards the end. Just having them disappear with the opacity. Oh, and then again, I'm doing the same thing, T for opacity for the left and right eye glow. I actually don't know what I'm explaining here. Let's just see. Oh yeah, so then I did the opacity thing. Oh wait, no, that was the expansion there. Towards the end, that's where I wanted the eyes to stop glowing, so I'm going just about the frame right before I close my eyes. T for opacity, click on the stopwatch, or there are at 100%, go to where I close my eyes and bring down the opacity both to 0. And this is the same thing that we just did for the right eye laser and left eye laser at the same time. And that is Control T for opacity. Alright. Okay, so here I try to figure out how I can play it faster, why it was not actually rendering or playing faster. I put it down to 3rd, and it was still playing very slow. So then I know that I went up to the preview I was like, what the heck? Why is everything playing so slow? Yeah. So I went to the preview tab. Come on, stupid and past me. Just get to the preview section. Oh my god, what a slowpoke, dude. This guy sucks. Come on. Yeah, so just go ahead and skip a few frames or a few seconds forward. I wasn't really saying anything here. Oh, I think I was just saying how the lasers weren't in contact with my eyes and they were going off to the side. And right here, now that I'm looking at this, I really wanted to add a shockwave to each of the eyes so it looks like the energy is bursting out, exploding, and not just appearing from out of nowhere. Well, next time. And then here, don't know what I was doing. It's still going out pretty slow. So I went half. Oh, okay. I went half. And then I was trying to show you guys by just using the manual, wave showing you guys pretty much. Okay, finally, I went to preview here on the right side, and then I realized that my frame rate was at 15. So cache, delete, playback. Yeah, see, finally I figured it out. It's at 15. I went down and brought it down to 29, and there, it plays at the right frame rate. There we go. So go ahead and click on the cache or cache, however it is that you pronounce that. I'm tired, guys. I'm gonna play some Fortnite. That's what I want to do right now. But gotta do this, right? Any of you guys pro streamers, pro Fortnite streamers? No? Alright, I think it's just me then. Just kidding, everyone should be into Fortnite. Okay, whatever. Alright, so the next thing that I did here, let's see, what am I doing? Oh, okay, so I'm duplicating my layer, my original footage layer, my clean plate, because I want to add a distortion, a heat distortion around my laser so it looks like I am so that there's heat going around the laser, and that applies to almost every application of heat and flame. And I'm going just about, so I'm clicking the amount. I'm bringing it up to, let's see what I bring it up to, and this all depends on you guys. This is just my style, but I'm going ahead and go and do a rough mask around my laser. Bringing up the amount up to 17. This is my liking, or no, not really. Let's see. Up to 11. So amount up to 11. Size up to... I mean, you guys can just go ahead and play around with the displacement. You guys don't have to copy my inputs. Complexity is going to go all the way to 10. And then I think I was trying to mess around with the evolution. I didn't play with the evolution too much towards the end. I didn't like it. And then I just feathered out, press F on the keyboard on the highlighted second duplicate layer of my original footage, feathered it out. And then yeah, I click stopped on the evolution. No, but that wasn't it. So I know that what I did instead, you see how yeah, so guys, if you're at this point of the video, so that you can see that the heat distortion is also, moving freely about. It's not the evolution that we're going to be playing with, it's the offset turbulence. So go ahead and maybe go ahead 10-20 seconds into this video. I don't know what again, guys, I just want to apologize because I had my mic on mute, so recording nothing of my voice. So now I'm just doing a voiceover. So right here, I know I did not like the evolution, working with the evolution. And I know it's the offset turbulence that I really wanted to play with. Come on, dude, just go ahead. So I think I'm just choosing, to right where they go out, and I'm going to go ahead and do the offset turbulence. Come on, Joker, let's do this. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and increase this size of the offset turbulence on the x-axis so that it looks like it's going forward. So point in time from the beginning towards the end, click on the stopwatch on the offset turbulence, go all the way towards the end right there, and I'm just going to go ahead and move that forward. So you can see that the heat is moving outwards as well. All right. So now we play it. And there we go. All right, I mean, and I know this is probably the end of the video, and you guys can keep working with what you've got. You can just work with the offset turbulence, the evolution if you'd like. Let's just see if I'm missing anything else. Oh, I guess right here, I wanted it more outwards towards the lasers, and it wouldn't really be affecting my face too much. since the heat is very thin towards my eyes. There we go, that's a lot better. Alright guys, well, I know I'm pretty close to the end of this video. If you guys liked it, if you guys did not like it, leave some comments, in the commentary section below. If you have any questions about any of the steps that I might have taken, I know you guys will have a lot of questions, just put them down there. If you also have some future tutorials that you guys might like to see, go ahead and drop that down as well. And I will see you guys next time. Alright guys. Peace, peace, peace.